At this very moment when I received this text, I knew I had found my best friend forever. If you need someone to talk to, or to rant to, or to send funny memes to, or to send a good song to, or even beat up a low-life boy for you, I got your back forever and always. Today I'll be explaining to you why Sophie Perry is my best friend and truly cares about my well-being. Sophie and I met at the beginning of 5th grade at the disgusting school of Fancher Elementary in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. Between all the odds that her family moved to the exact same state, exact same city, exact same township, and exact same neighborhood as my family had lived in has been the greatest blessing I could have ever asked for. Sophie shows me that she truly cares about me in infinite ways, but 3 big ways that stand out the most are what I'm going to be talking about today. She's always checking up on me and making sure that I'm having the best day that I could possibly be having. I also know she cares by the things I receive from her, may that be a funny meme or a playlist made just for me. The last, and in my opinion, the most important, she never lets me give up on myself. Sophie keeps me emotionally stable and helps me become the person I strive to be. As someone once said, I may not always be there with you, but I'll always be there for you. I think this quote describes Sophie and I's relationship perfectly. The first thing that Sophie does that shows me that she truly cares about my well-being is that she checks up on me. Sophie and I are constantly texting or Snapchatting and just keeping in touch with each other because we now live 259.5 miles away from each other. Sophie moved to Chicago, Illinois at the end of our 8th grade year, and ever since then we have stayed just as close as we were before. Just knowing that I can reach her and talk to her whenever I need to is comforting, and it makes me push forward through every hard day with her help, of course. Checking up on me doesn't mean asking me how I'm doing, but literally just staying in contact and having that connection with the many rant sessions that we've had over text or over the phone, or of us sending videos on Snapchat back and forth from each other, talking about something that made us mad that day. Staying in touch and being there for me when I need her is how I know that I need to keep her around. Her doing this keeps me grounded. Being there for me and caring about me can be acted upon in many different ways, including sending me funny memes and Vines. Vine died January of 2017 and has been dearly missed ever since. The link that Vine had created between people was breathtaking. Sophie and I quote Vines daily throughout our lives and often get weird looks from the uncultured swine surrounding us. The fact that whenever we see a sign that says road work ahead, we have to take a video of it and yell, I sure hope it does afterwards, and send it to each other. Or when we tried to recreate the Vine with the girl with the really poofy hair and the really small sunglasses that turns around to take on me by AHA. We could never do it because, who can keep a straight face when your best friend looks like a complete dweeb? Sophie's a professional, make you laugh when you're down kind of gal. Other than the stupid memes, I have also received many playlists that she has made just for me. As you all know, music is my passion, and the fact that she loves it just as much as me makes me able to connect with her on so many different levels. My heart pounds whenever I receive an album from her, and not just from the fact that she thought of me, but from the fact that music is part of the soul and it expands your psychological notion about the things around you and how influential finding new anthems can be in one's life. These include songs that reminded me of her of me, or that she would think I would like, or songs that we used to listen to in 6th grade when the only people that existed in our heads was Fifth Harmony. In our little friend group that we had, we assigned each one of us a character or a person from Fifth Harmony, and we karaoke'd in my room and with brushes and fake microphones and called ourselves the Harmonizers. Another memory is when we went to Lansing to see Coco Jones perform and she touched our hand, and we swore to the Lord above that we were never going to wash that hand again. And honestly, Sophie probably hasn't yet. She never fails to give me great tips on my songs I've written and always ends up with, I'm your biggest fan, and honestly, she totally is. She knows, respects, and supports my passions, and that is the best thing anyone could ever do for me. No matter what, Sophie is going to be by my side through whatever it is. Besides the daily checkups and making me laugh when I'm not feeling too great, Sophie has never let me give up on myself. This is one of the important qualities in a friendship to me. She talks me through things and truly is like my common sense just always nailing me in the back of the head. She supports me in whatever I do, no matter what, but always gives me her opinion and perspective on things to make me aware of what's going on around me. It's like a best friend telekinesis kind of thing, because whenever I'm having an awful day and I think that the world is just going against me, I get a random text from her that says, oh, I miss you, or oh, something like that that just makes me know that she's always going to be there. The potential that Sophie Perry has to change the world is incredible. You automatically get this light in your life when you're around her, and it's truly beautiful. I strive to provide that light for others, like she does for me. I cannot begin to describe all the things that Sophie Perry has done for me and with me. She makes me a better person and helps me create happiness within myself. First, she is constantly checking up on me, and how I'm doing is just a simple "I miss you." Secondly, the girl is always cracking jokes with whatever subject we're talking about. There always seems to be a meme that fits perfectly with how we're feeling at that second. And last but definitely not least, she never lets me give up on myself. Having Sophie Perry as my best friend for all these years has shown me a lot about myself. Not only do I want to become a better person internally and mentally, but I want to live a better life and radiate my positive energy to the people around me. With Sophie being the kind of person she is and truly caring about my well-being, I've learned to give thanks, have faith, flourish with love and support for others, give back, be environmentally aware, stay true to my morals and opinions, and most of all, thrive in this crazy messed up world and accept the hardships and flaws that make me me. The qualities that Sophie Perry has had on me and the impact she has had on my life are definitely one in a million.